Hey guys, welcome back to Many Tribes, One Kingdom. I'm Dustin. I really hope you enjoyed our Jehovah Rapha video, and I hope you found it to be very informative, and that you learned something new or reaffirmed what you already knew. Again, you're free to go down to the comments below if you ever have a question or a concern, over one of these videos. And if you have a problem with the information I'm presenting to you, please. Be respectful down in the comments, because I'm going to tell you, honestly, I may not know. Or I may know about it and I may be able to address it. Either way, be respectful, and when you go to say that I'm wrong, please do use scripture to say that I am wrong. Like, say, hey, well, Dustin, it doesn't say that here. Like, I don't know where you got that information from. Please do that. Again, thank you for staying with us on our series. This is, I want to say, our 6th video in the series. Is it 6? Yes, this is officially our 6th video throughout the entire series. If you notice, I'm looking at my calendar. This is our 6th video in this series, and I'm very excited to continue on the series with today's name of God, which is Jehovah-Makedesh. I apologize. Jehovah-Makedesh. Makedesh. This name, I do feel we need to, discuss this part of who God is more, or discuss this process more, because Jehovah-Makedesh means the Lord who sanctifies you, or the Lord our Sanctifier. Personally, I feel like that our churches should talk about sanctification. What is the process? Do we believe in sanctification? Is it a process or a moment? Like, I don't see or hear these discussions going on within our church, or at least nothing that I have seen. And if you've experienced it and you want to share some information about it, feel free to go down in the comments down below or email us, and we can address the topic of sanctification in a future video. However, today we're just going to focus in on the name of Jehovah-Makedesh, which, if you follow with me to Leviticus, we're going to go to the 20th chapter. I'm only going to read the first 8 verses, but I do invite you guys to read through the entire chapter to make sure that what I'm saying is correct. Okay? And again, that is Leviticus chapter 20, verse 8. The verses 1 through 8. I'll be reading from the Complete Jewish Bible. Adonai said to Moses, "Say to the people of Israel, if someone from the people of Israel or one of the foreigners living in Israel sacrifices one of his children to Moloch, he must be put to death. The people of the land are to stone him to death. I too will set myself against him and cut him off from his people, because he has sacrificed his child to Moloch, defiling my sanctuary and profaning my holy name. If the people of the land look the other way when that man sacrifices his child to Moloch and fail to put him to death, then I will set myself against him, his family, and everyone who follows him to go fornicating after Moloch and cut them off from their people. The person who turns to spirit mediums and sorcerers the person who turns to spirit mediums and sorcerers to go fornicating after them, I will set myself against him and cut him off from his people. Therefore, consecrate yourselves. You people must be holy, because I am Adonai your God. Observe my regulations and observe them. I am Adonai who sets you apart to be holy." As you saw in verse 8, in the latter half, you see it says, "I am Adonai who sets you apart to be holy," which in a direct translation would be Jehovah-Makedesh, the Lord who sanctifies you, or who makes you holy, which is the process of sanctification, which again we will talk about in a later video. So why was it spoken about? Why was this name used in Leviticus? Well, what is the book of Leviticus? Let's talk about that real quick. The book of Leviticus, to put simply, was Moses addressing the Israelites to give them the laws, the regulations, the commandments from God, not to be their boss or anything, but to set them apart from the rest of the sinful carnal world and put them forward, raise them up, saying, you are my special people. I'm giving you something special. And this process, what I'm doing is to make you holy so that when you come into my presence, entering into heaven, you won't be destroyed. See, the problem with what's going on right now, our body or our soul has been tainted because of sin. And the process of making somebody holy, it takes that sin away. I mean, completely removes it to the point, not just, just pulls it off as if you just threw a shirt in a washer. It doesn't dull the spirit. In fact, it makes the spirit stronger. And not just that, it makes it so that is as if the stain of that sin is removed. Now, what God is saying, I'm going to sanctify you. I'm going to make you holier. Not only am I going to make you stronger, I'm going to make it as if you have never committed that sin, and it puts us back into that place of purity so that we can be in his presence in eternity. And I can't think of anything more special than that. Not only is he the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, he's giving us a way to be with him. In that, to not just, when we're here on earth, we can't see a physical representation of who God is. Yes, we can see, God, his presence in the world, but there's no physical manifestation. And the only way we would do that is upon our death, our raising up, or our promotion of glory if you are a salvationist. And only at that point will we see the physical manifestation of God, because our eyes, our bodies would be burnt away, our soul will be burnt away in our unclean, tainted state. But the fact that he's giving us a way right now, well, in Leviticus for the Jews, and later on through his death and resurrection of Jesus Christ, he's giving us a way to be in that holiness state, to be pure, to be free from sin, to be made perfect, so that sin doesn't hold us. We often hear a song of, break every chain. Well, the marks of those chains are going to be even gone when he gets done sanctifying you. When you are a willful participant in the process of his sanctification, of your sanctification in him. So please do not confuse my words. It is a team effort, as I would say. It is a side-by-side effort. You don't do all the work, and he doesn't do all the work. You both have to put the work in. I'm not saying that your acts or your works will do anything, because work without faith means nothing, and faith without works is dead. But you can't make him do all the work, because he's not going to force you into his presence. He's not going to forcefully make you pure. In the same way, he needs you to be a willing participant, because he can make you clean, but you got to bring that willingness to be clean, because he gave us free will to freely choose that. So when we are sanctified, it is a half and half sort of our willing participation in that, and his cleansing of our spirits through through the death and resurrection of his son Jesus Christ on earth. So if you have any other questions, please put that down in the comments down below. You know what? While you're down there, you might as well hit that subscribe button. You may want to hit that bell notification too. And you know what? There's a little icon down there as well. I want you to press it. It's going to share this to Facebook or your social media. Please do so, because somebody needs to hear this as well. It's not just for you guys. It is for everybody to hear. So I want to say thank you for sticking with us. There will be a part 2 to this video coming in February. So I do again want to say thank you to all of you who have stayed together. And remember, this is the same God who is Jehovah Rapha. This is the same God who is Jehovah Rohi. This is the same God who is Jehovah Sitkanu, the same God who is Jehovah Sabaoth. and the future names that you will see down the road. No spoilers yet. Uh, but this is the same God. As a friend of mine who later on after that video had pointed out, I'll go ahead and tell you, it was John. He had pointed this out because I didn't even realize I even said this. He said that, our God, when you pointed that out, that our God was just, so unique that no other God could match him, because the other gods, they had their specialties. But God is not unique that he is stayed in one specific area, but he has covered all the areas that no other God from any religion on this world could even accomplish. That is how unique he is how special our God is. I thought you just wanted to know that, and I want to say a special thanks to John for pointing that out to me in my last video. And if you saw something else in his past videos, please don't be afraid to email us. Hit us up on Instagram. Our link is down below, and you guys do have a blessed day. Thank you.